Hi everybody, it's just around 7 o'clock and it's Saturday and here we all are once again. So that must mean this is my haunted diary, communion. This is our experiment every week, same time. We bop on here on Facebook Live. We try and get as many people to tune in as we can and throw our thoughts out to the universe to see who or what may want to communicate with us. We've made this into a 3-step process. Tonight is the experiment. What I do from there is I take the audio data from this and I review it, and then we turn that around and we give the results on our Monday shows on YouTube. We're several weeks into the project now and I really feel good about it. I really feel good about where we're at with the experiment. We definitely had some strong connections last week. I've tried to explain on occasion the concept of time stream. I really try to keep it simple. There's so much more we could go into with ITC communication, but the basic gist for the layman is that time stream is believed to be a group of individuals, possibly former humans from our side, people that have passed on, associated with whatever is on the other side, creatures of divinity. We call some of the people technicians. They help us to facilitate communication with the other side. We've contacted them many years and tried to keep the bridge open, and the main thought of the experiment when we went into this was that if we open this up every week at a specific time, that's going to help them to know that we're listening, that they can communicate with us. Now we may also get spirit tuning in, we may get a lot of different things. We're very flexible, we're very open to all of this. Last week we actually had some indications of extraterrestrial or even extra-dimensional beings communicating with us. We had a great session last week. I really feel strongly that we were in contact with time stream. Those results are going to come up Monday night. You're not going to want to miss that. We really had some great stuff come through. We did the Estes method last week. Stephanie helped out with that. It was really a great session. We had a few things planned tonight. Chaos being what it is, didn't all work out. So we're going to go with a standard EchoVox session tonight, and that's okay. On the positive note, looking outside this evening, we're getting to the point where it's a little bit brighter outside, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be getting a little bit warmer outside where we are in the next few days. We may be able to start doing some remote locations, and I'm really looking forward to that, to take this, our station, our identification number 49620, and taking it to other locations and still trying to reach the other side and see what spirit, what communication we can pull through. So hopefully in the next few weeks we're going to be able to do that. That said, I believe I am ready. I'm going to kind of get focused here and we are going to fire up the EchoVox and we're going to see who we can get to come through tonight. I've got some interesting questions based on last week, so we're going to see what we can come up with. EchoVox, of course, is a phoneme generator. Generates a lot of sounds, a lot of vowels, consonants, and jumbles them all up. There's 4 channels. I like to use the EchoVox Classic. There are other versions of EchoVox. There's an EchoVox Touch. There are many other kinds available. So with that, I am going to get ready and we're going to roll here. Just make sure my volume is up good and loud. Alright, I do always like to be in contact with the device. I feel it helps to facilitate communication. So here we go. Alright, I always like to start out, I like to ask who might be receiving us. Who's out there? Who's listening to us right now? I'd like to say I really appreciate everyone that came through last week for us. We had some great messages. I thank the people on the other side with TimeStream. I feel that we had some really good communication last week. And as always, I come out of those sessions with more questions than answers, but it was very interesting. So thank you. If there's someone on the other side that can hear me, can you tell us about yourself? Hello. This is Daniel, station number 49620 on Earth. Are you receiving us? Is there anyone from TimeStream available to communicate with us? We were curious last week as to how we might be able to help you to manifest or to communicate better with us. I'm also curious this week because we didn't really have any communication the last couple weeks, but prior to that, Kevin was coming through. Is Kevin with us still? We're trying to connect with you. We're trying to connect with you. We're trying to connect with you. You also indicated that you may not be on our planet. Where are you in reference to us? Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with anyone that's listening here in our audience? Or with myself or Stephanie? Music? Spirit? Do you like music? What music would you like to hear? We're like a top 40 request channel now for the spirit world. Are you near to where we are? I know many times we have the word cold come through. So I'm assuming it's cold sometimes where you're at. How cold is it? Why is it so cold? With us? Who's with us? Curious, but are you from our world? Where are you from on our world? Are there any technicians with us? Are there any technicians with us? Are there any technicians with us? Can you give us a name? Can you give us a name of who's trying to help us? I've heard funny several times. We had funny come through last week too. There's more to it. What's so funny? One thing I was curious about from last week's session was the word direct or direct us came up many times. How can we direct you? What are we directing you to? Is there some place you can recommend that we go to make a better connection with you? I know Stephanie asked a little bit about dimensions and things last week. Where are you in respect to us? Are you in the same dimension, same world as us, or somewhere different? Sounds like a little bit of an argument going on there. You give us the word hope many times. Hope has become really probably one of the words we get most when we go with the Echo Box sessions. What does hope mean to you? Connecting? Something combination maybe. Connect. So is the hope, is there hope in our connection? Is that the idea? I feel like you're trying to convey a lot of knowledge here. Can you be more clear, please? There's so much coming through at one time. I feel like when I mentioned the hope word, like everybody jumped in on board. Does our connection with you provide hope for us, for you? Yes. Well, I have hope every week for these sessions that you're going to be able to come through, clearly tell us. Things we can do to make our world and your world better. You all are very talkative tonight. If we could talk one at a time, that would be helpful for us. Is that better? Talk. This is Dan. Our sessions are limited, so we only have a few more minutes left. Connect again. Do you understand that every week we're going to try and do this at the same time? We're going to try to connect. If there's anything we can do to make next week's session better, please let us know. Hope. Funny. Is there anything else you can tell us about yourself? We're going to get ready to wrap up. All right, well, I'm going to thank you for whatever you've given us.
Sounds like try next week.
Try next week, maybe, Stephanie says. We will try next week. I do feel that we've got a connection tonight, but maybe not quite as good as normal. So we're going to sign off, and again, thank you very much. We're going to sign off in 3, 2, 1. Good night. All right, well, I think there was some interesting stuff there. We'll review that, and we're going to see what came through. We look for the words that repeat. Funny came through many times last week in different references. It makes me wonder sometimes if when they try to come across, if maybe they're not using quite the right word. It's almost like talking to somebody with broken English. They don't quite have the word to express what they're feeling. I wonder the same thing about hope sometimes. What does hope mean to them, and what is it supposed to mean to us? I know what it means from our side, but what does it mean to them? What is it they're looking for or hoping to provide with the hope? For us, I feel that we are trying to reach a point where we can more freely communicate. That would be the bridge between our world and their world. I feel that that would be our best hope. And I just paused for a second because I just saw off to my right there is a blank turned off TV, and I just saw a white light go across the TV screen, which was kind of odd. I mean, it would be a reflection, but there's nothing in the room to have moved and caused a white light to go across there. So in case everybody wonders why I lost my train of thought there, but boom, that's gone. I took completely off my train of thought there. So anyway, let's get ready to wrap it up. We're not going to keep it too long, and I'm hoping we got some really good stuff this week. More forthcoming. We are going to be doing locations. We're going to be doing some more methods. We're going to be trying some different apps. All kinds of experiments. We even have some surprise paranormal trips lined up, and I'm going to slowly do reveals over the next couple months as to where we might end up doing some sessions and doing some stuff. So it's going to be very cool. As always, thank everyone for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. I hope you're checking out our stuff, and please come back next week and let's throw our voices out to the universe. Let's see if we can bring the hope. Let's bring the hope next week, and let's make that bridge. Let's make that connection, and let's talk to the other side. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.